Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. If you want to join me on my live streams, check out the link in the description and in the comments below. Today we're going to talk about Theta, buy-in points, sellout points, and other points of interest. Theta is a little different from other coins. It only started in 2018, so it wasn't actually really there during the last bull run. Well, I mean, it sort of was, but it just kind of debuted, so didn't really take that much part in the last bull run. The recent high was its all-time high. So unlike a lot of the other coins, they probably don't have a huge amount of bag holders, like holding Theta over from like $3 or whatever, because Theta was never at $3. If you look at their supply, it's the total supply is 1 billion, and the circulating supply is 870 million. So the supply is actually much smaller than some of the other coins that we were actually looking at. About the same as ICX, slightly more than ICX. The price right now is 27 cents after the whole Google news, which might have been slightly overblown, definitely, because they're basically, Google is providing them cloud services, but that's just them using Google services. However, Google does own about 5 million Theta, which aligns Google's interests with their own. There is a lot of rumors about partnering with YouTube, but that is certainly not, certainly not confirmed or anything. A partnership with YouTube would definitely send it skyrocketing in terms of FOMO. However, right now, without that, it's actually on the downtrend. If you look right here, it actually came up from around 6 cents and went up to about, I think at its maximum, it was almost 40 cents, and then now it's come down. But it's only really been about maybe a week since it's actually been its maximum of 40 cents. So the bag holders really aren't getting anxious. And if it shoots back up to 40 cents, there's probably not a lot of people that would actually sell. So unlike a lot of other coins where I would say like sell at when it gets close to the all-time high, for Theta, I don't actually suggest that because, I mean, holding for a week, most people can actually hold for a week, waiting for something better to actually happen. However, volume is actually dropping right now. What would be a good buy-in point? Currently, it's 27 cents. I would think DCAing in at 25 cents, starting at 25 cents would actually be probably a fairly good strategy. Now, if I were to pick a buy spot, I would pick around 20 cents because if you look at this hump right here, it's around 16 cents, 16, 17 cents, but Bitcoin is a little bit higher than it was back then. So adjusting for that, I would target an area of 18 to 20 cents to actually buy in. But I think if you're going with a DCA method, DCAing under 25 would actually be a good a good strategy. Now, if 40 cents isn't a sellout spot because that's only been there for like a week or so, and I don't think there's that many big bag holders. What do I think is a good sellout spot? I think the occasional resistances for these coins, like 50 cents would be one that you would look to, that it would maybe have a smaller trace. Definitely $1 is kind of like something that you would look at if Bitcoin doesn't move up massively and Theta moves up to $1, let's say on another partnership pump, that's really one area I would really look to take out profits, like 50 cents or like $1. I don't think so much 50 cents because it's been so close to 50 cents before, but definitely like $1 I think is kind of like, if you see it reaching over to like $1, I would sell a good part of the stack around 90 cents or so, maybe just to beat the rush of people selling at $1. Now, long-term wise, Theta is kind of hard to gauge, but it's got a lot of good partnerships like MGM's not really a partnership. They just license MGM's information, but they have the thing with the Samsung and Android.TV. And the thing is, at 1 billion Theta, I can see Theta actually, in its use case, going to maybe like a couple of dollars, maybe $5 or $6. During a pump, it might actually go much higher, but generally, like $5 or $6 in terms of usage, worth about $5 billion total. That's actually really big for what it's actually doing, depending on like how it actually expands. Right now, I think it's really the only one with its business idea. It's not just a streaming platform. It's basically like a new technology and way to optimize bandwidth flow between you people who aren't using it and people who are actually using it. So my buy-in points for Theta would actually be stuck around maybe around 18 to 20 cents. But if I was DCAing in, I would start around 25 with maybe like 10, 15% of my funds and then buying more as it drops lower. Once it reaches 50 cents, I might sell maybe like 10, 15%. And then if it reaches $1, I would sell a much more significant portion. So that is actually my view on Theta. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.